Hello, and here we are back again with Transport Fever, the southeastern Washington map. The game, it's just some ways it's just so thoroughly frustrating for me. I'm making a huge amount of money, almost $32 billion, but nothing's being made. And one of the reasons I've got that is if you look at my lines, Condor Air is bringing in $115 million over its lifetime so far. Again, I'm not sure how this is reading. I don't know if this is... and Flying Tigers bring in 21,000. The Walla Walla Hanford Yakima, they're bringing in a little over 2 million. The Yakima Kennewick airline is bringing in 8 million. If I go to, not how many boats. Trains. Let's see. Let's go to trains. Let's go balance down. Yeah. Great Northern is still not doing. I did some experiment. I'll go in a minute. Yeah, Northern Pacific is now making 54 million. Empire Builders doing 10 million. The Dayton Iron Ore Supply is doing 10 million. That's a new line. The crude oil doing 4 million. That's this one down here doing 4 million. I added a couple tank cars, and immediately the oil production dropped off. So I took Great Northern and I tried an experiment where I would run the engine with what was needed for this station. It would deliver what was made at this station, or would deliver what was needed to this station, pick up whatever this station produced, and bring it back to Pasco. Then I would load up the train and go and deliver to Touche. Go back to Pasco. Come back to here. Go back to Pasco. Go to Walla Walla, back to Pasco, and the rest of the way up the line. Well, in short order, I was somewhere in the 20-some-odd million dollars in the hole and losing money. So I redid it. I don't know. Yeah. I don't know. Yes, it did. That's why we're not making a lot of money. The trains are going out. They're headed out of the station, out of Pasco, headed down this way. Basically, the train's loaded up. We'll load up here with iron ore, coal, oil, logs, wheat, fuel, goods. My headset volumes are there. Come on. And it'll load up with everything that's needed up this line. So by the time it gets through Walla Walla, there's pretty much, it may have a little bit of food. Nobody's producing goods, so we don't have to worry about that. And a little bit of construction material. So, in efforts to push stuff around, we took this line, and since we have billions of dollars, this elevated section here, we took the coal. Took the coal line that was initially with the end of the Union Pacific line. And ran a new line all the way across, and it's underground here, and underground, and onto a huge bridge, and then it swoops into here, Pasco Steel Mill, delivering coal. We did basically the same thing here, as we took a new line, and we're running iron ore. It's not producing a lot of iron ore, but under those circumstances, because this place has 6,000 iron ore. This is actually producing steel now. It's still not being transported because it's coming down here and sitting at this station forever and not being moved. And I guess if I threw another train on, I may do that. Just make a connection between here and Pasco and just pick up all this wood and stuff. What else did we do? Okay, the frustration over the planks. This place needs planks. Does it have? Oh, it doesn't have any steel. It has lots of planks, no steel. This needs plastic and steel. Tons of steel, very little plastic. So I set up a route from here to here to pick up steel. And because I didn't have anything mentioned there, I started grabbing planks and taking planks over here instead of steel. Machines are finally being built here, but they're probably not being moved because it seems like the planks are more important. So I think we need to change something here too. We have multiple trucks on this line. They're running out over here, back, out, and the back here, and they have the pickups on them. Or actually, two separate lines. Huh. I really don't know at this point, to be perfectly honest. Touche Steel Supply. Okay, that's taking coal and iron and planks and food over here. Oil production. Tons of oil coming in here and not knowing really where it was going. It was being made slowly, but it wasn't being... Now I've got lots of production, I have lots of oil, and the oil trip basically comes from the oil field here by train, drops off, made from crude oil into refined oil. Refined oil comes up and around here and into the Pasco fuel refinery, where the trucks drop off a certain amount, which is made into fuel, and then go up here and drop it off, I think here, which then goes onto the rail line, and they pick up any crude that's here, bring it back here, drop it off, and that's that cycle. Originally I had the oil going from here to here, and other trucks bringing it to here and back. And this was not producing anything. It's only just started producing as of when I was finished playing with it last night. Another thing is, it's because I'm not letting it run. It's staying, but it either there's so much stuff going on. I think that after about half an hour, or maybe 45 minutes, it becomes really unstable and starts flashing on and off. The other monitor goes off, and then next thing I know, it's game over. So, where are we at here? Not quite 11 minutes. So, that's what I've been working on. Just basically in this area here, trying to get something, trying to get these cities to grow, or get the industries to grow. They're just not, they're just not producing hardly anything. Even with the logs coming in, they're not producing anything. I am really considering restarting this with a whole different view. I've been watching a couple other people playing. CNAC 2, I think is the guy's name, British, and he was playing this, and he is probably the most destructive player I've ever seen. He goes into these cities when they're young and basically will take like here, where I took and hooked on the edge of my city and used bus routes and stuff to connect to the train station. Basically, he'd come through and he would just take this whole section out, and he would put his train station here. He would split the city in half, and then he has a tunnel mod that I haven't seen yet, so I don't know what to do precisely, except to elevate my highway or drop it underneath the main line. And he'll take this whole section out here. He'll put his train station in here, and then he will. And it's something else he does that I had never ever considered, is he takes and alters his station, and he'll put down like a passenger station first, full, and take like these three doodads, platforms. You take these 3 platforms and get rid of them, and then put in 3 freight platforms. So without doing a whole lot of extra lines and stuff, he's able to run everything through the station. I like where I have this divider and stuff for passenger lines and things like that, because they're coming in on the same platforms. And I'm watching, I'm really amazed, and and he doesn't have the mod that puts these spaces out the signals. And he goes a little signal happy, and sometimes I think that possibly his signals may cause problems down the line, but that's neither here nor there. But I'm really considering redoing this and using some of his plans and see just what we can do. I got just all kinds of stuff that's not moving. There is so much stuff and not enough cars to carry it. That's a flat. That's a flat. That's a gondola. That's a gondola. That's a gondola. Tanker, flat. Gondola, or flat. Boxcar, tanker, boxcar, tanker, boxcar, boxcar. I don't know, maybe I should look at just rearranging the train. I don't know. It's just to go through and rearrange everything. Yeah, I've altered my trains. I went away from the NAFI cars, which carry everything. But I've gone away from those. Like, this is just an update. Oh yeah, and it's the 21st February. I've upgraded almost, well, a good deal, well, especially over here because I've been working over here for a couple days. I have the new inbuilt the Odaku M7100 for passenger trains. That, for the most part, are running full until they get to the end of the lines. Being Calotus and Dayton, and then I have a bus line running between Calotus and Dayton. And it's, I mean, it's not, you know, it's making money, but for passengers here, you got 51. But then you get down here and you got, yeah, 190 going there. 600 going into Pasco. Pasco's got 111 going to Touche and 479 going back to Eltopia. So, yeah, the trains are, well, they're, yeah, where to go? Empire Builder. I mean, they're making almost 11 million. So, in the sense of making money, doing just great. In the sense of, I guess, in my sense of accomplishment and getting things done, not so great. Because, like I said, there's some of these places are producing nothing or next to nothing. If you go up here to, especially if you go up to here, making plastic, they produced 115 units of plastic. And they should be getting their oil directly from, wait a minute, maybe not. Yeah, they should be getting their oil directly from the station. They shouldn't need a delivery system. They should be getting their, well, no, anyway, a bunch of logs here. Where are the logs? Where are the logs? Where are they going? Union Gap Central, which is here. Logs are going over here. And there's a bunch of logs there. Where are they going? Kennewick and Lower Yakima. Lower Yakima there, so they get transferred over to here. And Kennewick, because they need logs down there for their plank business. This, 78. Steel mill. Well, actually, they've gone up. They have leveled up, but that's with all the stuff being transferred here. The stuff coming up the line. Normally, there's another whole train that's delivering 4 trains delivering coal and iron, and coal was just like crazy. I can't ever, that's another thing, is I can never ever seem to get this balanced. Either I have a bunch of coal or I have a bunch of iron ore, and I think that's what the deal is here. There's a bunch of coal here. The one down by Pasco has a bunch of iron ore and hardly any coal. But I have 2 trains bringing coal in. And there's just buttload of coal here and iron ore. And stone, which is going to go here. They're producing a huge amount. But again, I'm just not, for making money, I'm doing great. For making money, I just go and slap all these Great Northern cars to no restrictions. So they'll be bringing grain from here, taking it here, offloading it, picking it up, bringing it back, and getting all that money. And that's not that's what's happening with the airports too. That's why those airplanes are making millions of dollars, because they're picking up what's here. They're picking up what is here? There is nothing here. That's right. This all the money is coming. Actually, all the money for these flights is coming from the Yakima Airport, because this plane is leaving with nothing. This plane has flown in from Yakima with 11 oil, 11 plastics, and 15 crude oil. This plane has come in from Yakima also with 3 tools, 2 machines. So things are slowing down a little bit because I have so many planes. Manage the vehicle. There's 15 aircraft flying in and out. We'll wait till they get a little worse and either step up the. And this is all stuff that's come to the airport that's being trucked down to here. Some's being trucked down to here. And they're supposed to be grabbing steel from here and here and delivering it down here, because this place has just a, wait, that's not what I want. That's what I want. There. Huge amount, again. Wood, planks, whatever. But no steel. This has a huge amount of steel. Originally, when I put these stations in, I put the stations so it would supply both of these. And it appeared that delivery was planks here, steel here, and that was it. This wasn't producing anything. This wasn't producing anything because plastic wasn't coming in. Plastic wasn't coming in because oil wasn't getting to the plastics plant. And this is just huge amount of stuff going up here to be transferred to somewhere else. I guess that's part of my whole thing, is that the trains they're moving stuff to make money, but they're not moving stuff to. So I am really, considering how much this game is breaking down, I'm highly considering restarting one more time, and then if it fails, it fails, and that's it. We'll go on to a different map and see if we can do any better. But I'm kind of thinking about, I'm not really sure how to do it. I'm thinking like moving stuff from, okay, logs, move them straight to the sawmill and start doing that. Food, where's the food processing plant? Food, or grain. Take all that grain, move the food processing plant. Grain. Yeah, all of this. And that's what I have now also, too. I've altered this. Instead of going to the rail, because it was sitting there at the rail station, I have turned all of these into trucking lines going to the food processing plant, which is getting close to growing after 140 years. The mine getting close to growing again after 140 years. This place, we're putting out roughly a quarter of what we can, because it's just not going anywhere. It's not being picked up and delivered. And then, like I said, this map has the thing of being able to put stuff. So I don't know whether I may just really, of course it is expensive, I think. Farms, not really. Food processing plant, oh, that's $1 million. Oh no, depends on where you put it. So I may place stuff just to, I don't know. We're going to play this game differently next time. So, that's where we're at. All I sat here doing is just gripe and complain, but it seems like I have more more views. So, yeah, I think I may get so frustrating because the game keeps crashing after so long, and that's why it's not running. That's why I don't have anything running. It's because it's anywhere from 20 minutes to an hour and a half. I think that it will run before it gives up and goes away. So, yeah, I'm really thinking about revisiting this in a whole different light. I may copy what CNAC 2. I may copy what he did just to see how it works for me. But we'll just see about that. He's nowhere near what I am at this point, but his cities are growing. Click on the city, Union Gap. They've grown slowly over time. Started out with 1850 with 108 people. We're now 1850. We're 140 years. We've tripled. 108, 300,000. We tripled in size in 150 years. So it's every 50 years. That just doesn't. I don't know. I look at my populations, and I look at the size of my cities. 290% growth. Some of the cities are actually getting stuff, but some of the cities just are not. Horse Heaven's getting, 90%. So, yeah, I want to try. I want to try some stuff, but this is all built up, so I have to start out from scratch again. I'll play this for about maybe another week and see if I can do some more stuff to it. If it doesn't, I'll do another update, and then we'll go on from there. So I hope you're enjoying this. If you are, remember to hit that like button. Comments, suggestions, feedback, greatly appreciated. And subscribe if you want to. We have more stuff kind of, teetering. I've been really working on this, and I got really interested in Farming Simulator 22. And I've been playing a lot of that at night. But there's not a lot of interest in what I do, or I'm not really sure how to go about recording it. And when I did what I did record and put on, it was nothing. Nobody was, it didn't turn heads or anything. So anyway, I hope you enjoy this. I thank you for watching, and we'll see you on our next episode.